With TAO and Bittensor, it's always good to hear different perspectives, especially from people who've been through crypto storms. Some have made some solid points about the risks and rewards, and it's totally understandable. The problem is with developers who seem more interested in milking the system than actually contributing to Bittensor's vision. It's frustrating, right? Seeing people celebrate what's essentially free money as if they've built something revolutionary. It's not just a Bittensor problem, though this kind of thing is all too common in many emerging tech spaces. I don't get it. However, we have a majority of hardcore developers delivering top-notch quality work and continuing to do so if you are paying attention. But Bittensor's got a mission centered around rewarding real useful intelligence development. It might take some time and a few tweaks to the reward system to weed out the gamers and highlight the real builders. I'm hopeful that the team will get better at spotting and finding genuine value as the platform evolves. And what are we doing here, judging the entire network based on the shadiness of a few, while the majority has good people pursuing revolutionary ways using AI in a decentralized way? But again, that's the power of decentralization. Solutions have been proposed that seem solid within to tackle these issues head-on. And even though that's the case, many have had an issue with the delivery of this information or communication. It is a decentralized network after all, and ultimately the responsibility falls on everyone's shoulders. And even though full power hasn't been entirely given up, steps have been taken, and we are inching closer to that mission. The point of intelligence needing to be practical hits home hard with me. If Bittensor wants to stick around, it can't just be about theoretical AI. It needs to solve real-world problems. That's the big bet here. But what's also playing out is a revenue-generating system here, one that is already proving itself on specific subnets, and this is only the beginning of this creativity in this commodity marketplace. The platform's open, decentralized nature means it has a shot at drawing in a diverse crowd of thinkers who might just crack the code on some of the biggest issues. It's a bit of a waiting game, and like any early-stage tech, there's a gamble involved. Patience might be key, though it's fair for any investor to assess if they're up for that wait. Moving some of your investment into other investments. Each investment space, be it crypto or traditional assets, comes with its own set of dynamics. I agree that diversification is the best defense against volatility and uncertainty. However, it's obvious that Bittensor continues to grow and gain attention. Now many of the larger holders sold off and have moved on. We can continue to see developments evolve on the network. It's been a great level of criticism on the network, which is what happens when you are on top, but at the same time still figuring it out. No one has done this before. Let's highlight this. Despite the issues, I'm hanging on to the optimism about Bittensor. Maybe it's the underdog enthusiast in me, or maybe I see something transformative in its approach to democratizing AI development. It's going to need time to mature, to find its footing in a space that's cluttered with both brilliant minds and failures to get there. People forget it was just last October that the majority of subnets launched. For those still on the Bittensor train, AI will be billions of times smarter than us. Its potential is undeniable. We are moving so fast that one day, the world may witness global AI brains dueling, like a good versus evil dilemma. This is a control and ownership issue with AI, but how do we do this in an age with AGI and beyond? Are we really thinking human-aligned? It'll be about riding out the storm and hoping patience pays off with a platform that not only survives, but thrives. The future of TAO value drivers and strategic decisions. Currently, 10.6% of Bittensor emissions are recycled, a significant jump from 1.5% just 5 days ago. Validators send part of the daily 7,200 TAO emissions back to the network, reducing the circulating supply and stabilizing the token's price. Validators like Bittensor Guru, First Tensor and Datura recycle large portions of their weights. This reduces rewards temporarily, but aims to decrease sell pressure and support TAO's long-term value. Subnet allocation and weighting. Subnet 0 or SN0, hitting 10.6% shows that validators prioritize network health and proof of value. Weights are distributed to ensure balanced resource allocation among key validators. Scarcity and Utility. Bittensor's TAO has a max supply of 21 million, with 85% of the current supply locked in staking. The recycling mechanism delays halvings, controlling inflation and retaining value, making the token scarce and valuable over time. Expansion and scaling. The network plans to scale to 64 subnets, each requiring TAO for registration. This expansion supports network scaling, improving Bittensor's overall utility and functionality. With more subnets, the need for TAO will grow, driving up its value. AI revolution. The AI revolution boosts demand for decentralized AI networks like Bittensor, increasing TAO's value as a key component in a fair, innovative digital economy. As AI evolves, Bittensor's decentralized approach will become more valuable. Detailed breakdown. In the Bittensor ecosystem, a total of 7,200 TAO are released daily. This is distributed among various network participants, 41% to miners, another 41% to validators, and 18% to subnets. There's also a recycling mechanism in place where registration and re-registration of miners and validators require recycling TAO, effectively reducing the circulating supply. A significant amount of TAO is recycled daily from these key registrations. Furthermore, validators must operate on all subnets or selectively recycle their weights to maintain competitiveness, which promotes a fair value distribution. This recycling process helps control supply inflation by pushing back halvings beyond the scheduled 4-year interval. As the network potentially scales to 64 subnets, the demand for TAO will significantly increase. Each new subnet will require its own re-registration, amplifying the recycling effect and further reducing the circulating supply. Bittensor truly represents a hybrid neural network in action. Bittensor is a decentralized network designed to facilitate the creation and sharing of machine intelligence. It ingeniously combines several innovative concepts like proof of work, proof of intelligence, proof of stake, and proof of value to create a robust and dynamic ecosystem. While Bittensor does not use the traditional proof of work mechanism, it still relies on smart proofs to validate the work of its nodes. In the proof of stake model, validators stake TAO to participate in the network, securing the system and earning rewards based on their contributions. The proof of intelligence measures the quality and utility of the intelligence produced by different nodes, ensuring that only valuable contributions are rewarded. Lastly, proof of value ensures that the network prioritizes high-quality, valuable contributions, promoting a healthy and sustainable ecosystem. The network's expansion to 64 subnets, each requiring a registration cost of 2,490 TAO, is a significant factor in TAO's value. This expansion supports network scaling, improving Bittensor's overall utility and functionality. Each new subnet requires TAO for registration, which increases demand and drives scarcity. Right now, the root network's validators hold the reins, deciding how TAO tokens are distributed among subnets. This centralized control can sometimes lead to biases and inefficient resource allocation. That's where DTAO, now called DAO, steps in, offering a fresh, decentralized approach. With DAO, TAO holders gain the power to directly influence subnet funding by staking or withdrawing their tokens. This creates a more democratic and market-driven funding mechanism. So, how does it all work? First, TAO tokens are staked into subnet-specific pools. The exchange rate between TAO and subnet-specific dynamic TAO tokens adjusts dynamically based on demand. Emission distribution begins with new TAO emissions being distributed to subnets, refining funding strategies before the full DAO implementation. The phased emission shift starts by moving 1% of emissions to DAO, maintaining the rest in the root network for stability. Subnets without immediate business models can be temporarily incubated in the root network, ensuring they have the support needed to develop. DAO brings several benefits to the table. It decentralizes funding decisions, ties them to real value creation, and reduces centralization and cronyism. It also helps stabilize token prices and balance incentives, making the system more resilient. Of course, there are concerns to address. Market incentives need to align participant behavior over time, and the increased workload on validators requires effective tools and planning. The structure also needs to align incentives while addressing potential securities issues. To manage stakes efficiently, the Global Dynamic TAO (GDT) abstraction layer provides a unified view of total stakes in TAO terms, simplifying stake management and allowing validators to earn subnet tokens without diluting their main stake. In conclusion, DAO represents a significant evolution in Bittensor's governance model. By introducing gradual emission shifts, subnet incubation, and an abstraction layer, Bittensor is paving the way for a more efficient, fair, and scalable governance system. This decentralized approach ensures that the value of TAO continues to grow. In conclusion, Bittensor's blend of decentralized AI, recycling mechanisms, scalable subnet architecture, and strategic emission management positions TAO for significant future value. The network's expansion and the ongoing AI revolution will drive exponential demand, ensuring TAO's crucial role in the new digital age. The strategic recycling by validators and the anticipated subnet growth underscore a robust, competitive, and sustainable ecosystem for TAO.